Why you should never sell your pre-construction condo as an assignment. Stay tuned to this episode of Prime Properties TV. Promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. So glad you could join us here. We're coming up to the end of summer really soon, and it feels like it just flew by. So cherish every single last week, and when we have the kids back in school, it'll feel like the summer is over. In today's episode, I want to spend some time giving you my thoughts on why you should never be flipping your pre-construction condo on the assignment market if you absolutely don't have to. As a fellow investor, I want to share my thoughts and strategies so you're able to maximize your real estate investing efforts and not make a costly mistake. Now, before I tell you my thoughts, let me explain to you what an assignment is and the purpose of it. An assignment is essentially the process in which one person sells the rights and obligations of a contract to somebody else. In the case of a pre-construction condo, when you assign a contract to someone else, the new buyer will get the benefits of closing the specific unit of that condo. And on completion, they will have to fulfill the other obligations such as paying for it, and etc., etc. This is a very similar process to when you're transferring a leased car. Same thing. So why do you always see people looking for a pre-construction assignment clause? Well, the purpose of an assignment is technically for a just in case of an emergency situation, and you should really treat it as such. Now, I know many of you will probably disagree with me, and some investors actively treat the assignment clause as a mandatory necessity when purchasing a pre-construction condo because they want to sell it before closing. Now, allow me to explain why I don't recommend this. In my honest opinion, you will make so much more money by buying and holding a property rather than flipping, especially the way Toronto real estate market is shaping up to be. The longer you hold on to a property, the better off you'll be, and for many reasons other than appreciation, which I will not get into in this video. I have many clients that ask me to sell their properties, and as much as it will benefit my business, I often talk them out of it because I don't want them to lose an income producing asset, which is super hard to get now. So let me give you an example. Let's say you purchased a pre-construction condo a few years ago for $400,000. It's now worth $500,000. In your mind, you'll be like, awesome, I can flip this real quick and make a quick $100,000 on my deposit from a few years ago. It's pretty good ROI, right? While that is correct, let me break down the numbers for you a little bit more over here. Your 100K profits will be eaten up by a 5% realtor fee, which is $25,000 plus HST. Then your profits will also be taxed at 50% for capital gains at your taxable marginal rate. For a person making $100,000, that's 21.75%, or another almost $11,000 gone from your profits. Then you have to tack on the builder assignment fee and the legal fee of $6,000. And with just those things alone, your profits is basically down to almost $55,000. Almost half your profits are gone. Whereas if you close the property, you can rent it out for a healthy monthly cash flow each month. Then, if you want, you can choose to refinance that property right out of the gates, and you're looking at a possible pulling up maybe $80,000 tax-free to pick up another property. So what's the catch? The catch is that the $80,000 you pulled up on a refinance will add another $350 or so per month to your monthly mortgage payments. However, as long as the rent support that $80,000 refinance, then you're golden. Here's the kicker. You still own that property. These are the approximate numbers for one of my clients. It is for this reason why I always try to talk you out of doing an assignment unless you absolutely have to due to personal circumstances. Of course, still ask for it when you're buying a pre-construction unit because even though you're not flipping it, it's still good to have just in case something happens. As I hope this helps you understand why I always push for you not to flip your pre-construction properties. If you have the rights to close an amazing asset in Toronto, why give it up? It only gets more and more difficult to own real estate in the years to come. So hold on to it and don't sell. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you learned something, give me a thumbs up. If you like the content on the channel, subscribe to Prime PPTO right here. If you got questions or comments, you can contact me. My contacts will be right here. Until next time, guys, happy real estate. In the case of a pre-construction condo, when you buy an assigned, what? Sorry, I'm focusing on not screwing.